It was the start of Shadow S&P, and we were in a border. The first thing I wanted to do when the border opened was to kill sheep for a bed. Sheep. As I was killing sheep for a bed, I was also thinking of gathering more materials for my base. Materials. I asked the server owner about if there was any spruce wood, but as it turns out, no spruce wood, so that means I have to use dark oak for my build instead. Dark oak. In my way of trying to find a good place to settle, I had found a mine shaft. Mine shaft. Okay, so I slowly walked down this cave. This creeper was so kind as to blow up the blocks for me. Creeper. Oh man. So, random filler words here. Random filler word. Filler word right here. Filler word. Filler word. Filler word. As I crept up, another creeper was so kind as to give me dark oak planks. Dark oak planks. As I had left the mineshaft, everything had slowly started to rust. Watch as I attempt to mine the stone. Stone. As you see, the server is starting to lag. I kept mining the stone, but to no avail. I could not pick up the stone. Stone. So, actually, why do I need dark oak for my build? You ask, maybe. It's gonna be a Tyrolean village from the 8 game. Guts and black powder. Guts and black powder. As I had left the stone. Left the stone. Left the stone. I had started to see that things were becoming worse. I could x-ray and I saw green in a cave. Green in a cave. Later, after the server shut down because of this lag, I had started to breed some chickens, or as I like to call them, the birdlies. Birdly. Turns out there's like a minute of me trying to breed the birdlies. So, I'll just talk about some random stuff. Random stuff. As I was also experiencing issues with the birdlies. I noticed that other fellows were also having issues with the server's lag. Tissues. As you know, those two John Creepers were very kind as to blow stuff up for me. So as to repay my kindness, I gave John Creeper 3 my sword. In response to him politely taking my sword, charcoal and stuff. Charcoal. Yeah, honestly, I think it was quite possible. I was just only mining these logs for charcoal, you know? Because, like, I'm building with dark oak. You know? Yeah, dark oak. No cherry. Because dark oak is like dark. And you know, like, cherry is like pink. And, like, I like cherry. But, like, I'm not building with it right now. For Tyrolean Village. Tyrolean Village. I decided that I wanted to mine quartz. Why? Because Tyrolean Village has these like white walls and stuff. And there's white walls on like every building. One of the each of the four buildings has a white wall, you know. And quartz is kind of easy to get because it's like all over the nether, you know. But like later, I decided to not use quartz because I found a geode. And geodes have like calcite. And calcite, I think it's really cool. It's a really good white block, you know. White block. Later, I started getting nervous and anxious because I heard ghasts. Ghasts. You know, like, they're kind of scary. And, like, I don't quite know how to deflect their balls when they launch their balls at me. It's kind of scary, you know? Scary. So, and I found this soul sand valley and started going over toward it. But I decided to mine the quartz because I am very greedy for the quartz. Yeah, I'm just mining quartz right here. Quartz. So actually, in that same soul sand valley, I found like 2 happy gas or like dry gas, you know. And I got slimed out, sneaked like the bum Utah from JJK. And now I don't have those 2 happy gas. Sneaked. Honestly, I was only mad that I died and got snaked because a lot of the stuff I wanted to use for my building was kind of right there, you know.
Cool transition.
See, actually, this was the geode I was talking about earlier. As you can see here, I am harvesting all of its white, succulent flesh, the calcite. Flesh. Actually, I do not know what to talk about right now. So, hear me freestyle.
Why do vegans get so popular? Is it because of the rotten tomatoes? Why do you have a lock but no door to go with it? Tall people are secretly aliens from Mars, and the government is trying to integrate them into our society for surveillance. I tried eating a bag of cookies from downstairs. They were all stale.